like a regular guitar. It's like the middle strings of a guitar. The D, G, and B strings of a guitar are that tuning. You know that with that you can form certain chords, right? If you can picture the D, G, and B strings of a guitar. Okay, well this is just exactly like that, except it's tuned up in pitch, and the notes are G, C, and E, basically forming a C chord with the G on the bottom, like that. And this note, one of the intrinsic things of the instrument, the G note, is divided by an octave. That's what gives it that really high ping. The rest of them, I have them in unison. Some people double up the top E string as well, divide that. G, C, E. Short scale neck. I think that these things are what give it its sound properties. The length of the neck, usually a guitar would be a little bit more like that. So you can see you don't really have a lot of notes. You don't have a lot of access to a lot of notes. The sound, sound quality is obviously dictated by the face of the guitar. I think that this is, I'm not sure the type of wood, but it's very thin. The face of the guitar, it's very, very thin. So it has a lot of ping to it. Chord shapes, you can see, as I was saying, it's like the D, G, and B strings of a guitar. That's C. You can imagine that's like that's like a guitar triad type of thing. Same thing like that. That's a familiar shape for a guitar. That's F, G. Here's another C, different inversion, with the third on the top.
here he is. He's tuning it up. The Tres. Tell me about this guitar, Jay.
This one in particular?
Yeah, that one. Just that one.
Well,
You probably got it in, what, early 90s? Where'd you find it?
just a second. Oh, wait. I got it ordered through the 12th fret. I think it was made in Cuba. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was made in Cuba. The 12th fret ordered it, and I think they ordered it. It had to go from Cuba up to San Francisco.
And it has 3 sets of paired strings.
Yeah, they're tuned. This one is tuned in an octave to the note G. And these middle 2 are tuned unison to the note C. And the bottom ones here are tuned at this point unison to the note E, so it's creating a C major triad, with the low note being the 5th, 5, 1, and 3. And oftentimes this string, the E string, is doubled in an octave too. I'm using what I call the Pancho Amat style at this point, using the top note in unison, because it kind of cuts a bit more. The more rustic approach, old-fashioned, is to have it doubled. Is to have the octave. I think, anyway. I think that's the older way of doing it. I know that the more modern players use it with this being the unison, like I said, because it cuts more. It gives you more sort of attack.
And who are the people who come to mind when you think about pioneers of the instrument who have, when enough of them got together over time, I guess, started to make enough of the same artistic choices, so that now when we look back, we see these tunings and these tendencies as being, you know, the traditional things that like imperatives, the things that we do. Who are the guys who come to mind when you think of, you know, the roots, legends and trendsetters for that instrument, the Tres?
To be honest with you,
or are there any people?
Well, a lot of that information is pretty archaic, and it's hard to find out even who the Tres players were on a lot of early recordings. It can be found out, and the names are not necessarily, they're not even names that I actually know. I don't know the academic stuff that much about the instrument. I know that some of the great innovators in the instrument would be, of course, Arsenio Rodriguez, Papi Oviedo and Isaac Oviedo are great players from the past.
And what past are we talking about? Arsenio was in the 40s?
Arsenio would be in the, I guess, the 40s, 50s, right up to the 70s.
Can you give me an Arsenio lick?
Yeah, well, let me think for a minute. His thing was very much a rhythmic type of thing. He was very, very strong on the rhythm aspect of playing, and his placement of notes was very, very, very syncopated. So he would play over something played where the montuno and the tempo is this. A lick that has always stuck with me that he would play would be this. Yeah, I missed the end of it. Yeah. Yeah. So on. And there's this, I should know this bit too. Yeah. I haven't done that in a while, but that's an example. So the rhythm's one, and he'll lay down those triplets. And he would also play a line like this. A very long line, descending or ascending, again playing the heavy, strong 6 or 3 triplets over the quarter notes, right?
Sort of like how a piano player in some styles of song or earlier song would just play right over the time and kind of take you out and then bring you back as a listener.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, generally that's the use of like some form of triplet, you know, a quarter note triplet, eighth note triplet, even 16th note triplets, right? And
Yeah.
it's the feeling, it's giving you the feeling 1, 2, 3, 4, playing.
Yeah.
Triplets over the quarter notes.
Yeah.
Blurring the bar lines.
Polyrhythm country.
Polyrhythm.
Polyrhythmville. You're in a band right now called Los Caballeros del Son.
Yeah.
And this is your own project. What's the, you have this instrumental tune. Do you know the one I'm talking about? It's a new one.
Yeah.
How long is that song, do you think?
How long is it?
Yeah.
I couldn't say. The length of the song?
3 minutes?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on the context. Do we play it with solos? Do we do improvisations?
I feel like giving me a taste, no solos? Just taking me through the arrangement?
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
I only have another minute and 15 left, so that's why I had to cut you off and so rudely. I apologize for that,
okay.
and to get you to do that tune.
But,
Show me this battered machine.
Yeah.
Look at these scars. This guitar has seen more action, more stories with this thing.
I think that I like guitars that look like they've got character. I think that the scars make us who we are, unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of personality with this thing. So next plans, next current events in 40 seconds, current things that are going on.
Continuation of the same processes and trying to live in the process all the time.
Yeah.
Trying to abandon old baggage.
Yeah.
And live in the moment, and trying to, I hate those old hoary cliches myself, but sometimes they really apply. And to just keep on keeping on.
Yeah. That's right. And teaching.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there are lots of teaching, lots of playing. And yeah, that's about it, I suppose, probably. Yeah.